The decision you make where to position your camera directly impacts the quality and feeling of your shot. And having a really creative shot, if well done, not only it fixates the viewer's eyes into the screen, but also makes your video that much more higher in quality. The following 5 levels are here to inspire you to learn new ways to shoot that you might previously never thought of. No level here is better than the other. They have different purposes and I use them all. The first level is actually nothing. Well, actually more precisely said, your surroundings. When I was a teenager, that's all I really had. But you'd be surprised how many times I still use the surroundings. Because sometimes in public, this is way stealthier than the other levels. Level 2 is the single most important piece of gear I recommend anyone to have, and it is the tripod. Now you are not limited to a few fixed points and angles. You can position your camera anywhere you want. You can go tall, you can go far, you can really go almost anywhere if you put your mind to it. But if you're buying a tripod, I really recommend you to buy with the least amount of steps, because every time in the long run you have to open these, and the more you have to, the more annoying it is every time. Since everyone has a tripod, the rule is the harder the shot, probably the more creative it is. But what if you want a nice overhead shot? The tripod doesn't work anymore. This is where you might really want to invest in a C-stand. You see, with the tripod, you can cover almost all angles, except the overhead one. For many years, I've been using this cheap method. It works, but it just doesn't have the same flexibility. But it's alright, I've used years with it. The tripod can't do this kind of shot without a table to lean on, and to have something looking like this, you specifically need a C-stand. Now that we talked about big gear, let's go a bit the opposite. This tiny thing is honestly the best. And from one end you attach the camera, and from the other end you have a hook, which you can basically attach to anything, like so. Which allows you to have shots like this. This unlocks so many shots that neither the tripod or the C-stand could ever do. You can attach it anywhere, in the shopping cart, giving you unique angles, while also being somewhat stealthy. I mean, compared to the tripod. You can attach it in the car and have the camera fixed behind you while you drive. The tripod would never be this stable. The possibilities are endless. But not as endless as an action camera, because they're so small, they can fit into anything. Their tiny size allows you to shoot in situations where a normal camera would never fit. And because this is magnetic, you can actually do this. It allows me to film POV shots or stick it anywhere that is magnetic. While creative shots give your video an extra pop, there are other more important aspects to what makes your video a good one. I personally made a course, and feel free to check it out. The link is in the description. I use all of the levels when filming. Actually, some more frequent than the others. To be honest with you, the tripod is the single most used equipment, but knowing the others gives you that extra reach for creative possibilities. Best of luck and keep making art.